I came from New York City to live the Maine life. I was hired to design outdoor footwear.
I live the Maine life. We're looking for college grads, so come get your check.
I came from Venezuela to live the Maine life. I opened my own restaurant.
Learn more about hundreds of Maine jobs and our tax program for college grads at liveandworkinmaine.com.
Hey everyone, here's a look at what's coming up on this week's episode.
A lot of different ways that you can be transformed.
Yeah. 6th generation. It's actually quite amazing.
That's what Maine is about, is treating people like their family when they're not.
Those are cute.
Well, cute's an appropriate name.
Well, cheers to the last of summer,
absolutely.
The last sips of summer.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Oates.
I'm Erin and OVALLE, and this is MaineLife.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Hey everyone, welcome to MYRO Studios. Kevin, how's it going?
Things are awesome. It's now fall. We're into September, which is my favorite month of the year.
I don't know if I've seen you here since Guster. Have we talked about that?
We have not. That was ridiculous. It was amazing.
So good.
Easily the greatest moment of my life, or at least top 3, but like it was just an unbelievable experience, and there's more to come from that, more future years ahead, but it was an incredible time together for all the students at Maine Youth Rock Orchestra, playing for 5,000 people on the ocean.
How was their experience?
Oh, they just had the time of their life, and so it was something we'll never forget, so there'll be more footage of that coming soon.
Awesome. Well, before we get to our main business, which is the Hussey Seating company, their family started in Maine in the 1830s.
Whoa.
Started as a plow company and has evolved and now serves companies internationally.
And this week in Maine Music, we have Dominic Lavoie, who is a Northern Maine native from Madawaska, who has been in Southern Maine for many years now, both on the radio for WBLM and playing live music and live shows with his band. Take a listen.
Of all the games, fear and loathing Maine, you put it all to shame, Cassandra Mama. Above the cheers, floating floats and beards, technicolor years, Cassandra Mama. Nobody knows you're here.
First time playing with this guitar since I just had it set up. It's a little nerve-wracking.
It'll be fine.
It'll be great.
How would you describe your music?
This is my first time putting out a solo EP, a solo recording. So I don't know, all these songs kind of sound in the same style. They're very sparse and spacey and chill, a little tinge of darkness in there. But in the past, I've written a lot of psychedelic pop songs, and yeah, it was just kind of cool to I don't know, it just happened naturally. Things kind of came out a little darker this time.
What was the term we coined?
Vape rock.
Vape rock. Vape rock.
When we, Cassandra Mama, be Cassandra Mama, we
from northern Maine, Madawaska, and John's from Fort Kent.
Yeah.
Caribou.
Caribou area.
Do you ever get back up to play music?
Yeah, I was just up there last week. I went and played 2 shows up there, but mostly just went to visit my parents. But my friend owns a bar in Madawaska, so I just booked a show while I was there. And yeah, I'm basically self-employed with music at this point, but which is nice. But I play in cover bands. We play Porn Lobster Company and all that kind of stuff, and then got this original thing going.
Live and Work in Maine is a statewide organization that partners with Maine employers to help attract and keep people here to live and work full-time. Our partnership with MaineLife helps to tell their stories.
Hi everyone, we're here at Hussey Seating in the showroom with John Hussey, 6th generation. If you don't mind, I'm gonna take a seat. Here, take a seat.
Sure.
I'm gonna sit in the Patriots chair.
I'll sit in the Red Sox.
So this is a business that is 182 years old.
Correct. 6th generation. It's actually quite amazing.
Hussey Seating is a great place to work if you're living in Maine because it kind of represents everything about Maine. There's generations of not just Husseys, but different families. When you're seeing that, you talk about like the family atmosphere. That's what Maine is about, is treating people like their family when they're not. And that's what Hussey Seating does, is treat employees like their families.
I've been all over the state and have met a lot of people, but I'm not sure I've met many businesses that have been around since the early 1800s.
There aren't many.
All right, we're gonna go and meet Ron and take a tour of the campus.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
So you're all over the world. What is the biggest project that you've worked on?
We are the largest telescopic platform we have done so far to date is in the Hong Kong Convention Center. So from a little town here in North Berwick, Maine, we're able to ship telescopic seating product around the world.
We actually have seats on all 7 continents, even Antarctica. We have a science center down there that have Claren folding chairs, which is pretty cool. Not many people can say their products are sold literally all over the world.
So you have exciting growth, but you are also facing some challenges.
We're looking for welders, engineers, sales managers. We have huge opportunities for people to come join our company.
For someone that's my age and getting started in their career, to be at a place like this is pretty incredible, and I'm really hoping to dig in my heels and move up through the organization.
We have a ton of benefits that any employer in the state of Maine should investigate.
And to work for a family-owned company that has been around for
182 years.
182 years. That's really cool.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm looking for the perfect match. I need someone who's good with kids. I could definitely use a helping hand. I want someone I can really talk to. Please say a command. Someone who always has my back. I just want someone who really gets me. Hi, I'm Sharon. Nice to meet you.
It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back, everyone. In this week's Places and Spaces, we check in with our friend and broker, Brianne O'Donnell-Fisher with Sotheby's International Realty.
And we checked out a beautiful condo in downtown Portland with amazing scenic views.
Take a look.
Welcome.
Oh, we've got a little pooch.
Yes, it's dog friendly.
Oh, that's it. Well, of
Right.
course, that's a must for both of us.
Yes.
Nice.
Welcome.
Views.
Yeah.
This is a corner
Yes.
lot on here.
So we're at 207 4th Street. This is unit number 8.
So condo living in the city, what are people looking for and who's your buyer?
So anyone's our buyer. Specifically, we are centrally located in the culinary scene of Portland. So if you're in it for the yummy food that we have to offer, we're surrounded by James Beard award-winning restaurants, 4th Street, Eventide, Hugo's, Duck Fats, Makuchi's Grocers, amazing. And that's literally all footsteps from your front door. We'll give you a quick tour.
Is this a
fireplace? Open concept, yep. Kitchen into dining, into living, gas fireplace.
Oh, nice, very modern.
Very
but
modern,
with the charm
clean
of the old fort.
Yep. Yes, very open, as it should be with all this natural light. A second bedroom, guest bath, marble tile, marble countertop, master bedroom. Here you have the walk-in closet, again, bath with marble tile, marble countertop.
His and hers.
His and hers, walk-in shower. This one also comes fully furnished, so there's a convenience factor there. Whoever buys it can come, drop their bag, and go and explore what Portland has to offer immediately. The extremely unique thing about Portside condominiums is it's part of a building that's also the Hampton Inn Hotel and Sebago Brewing Company, all encapsulated in one building. So it's super accessible. You have essentially a guest room and a restaurant right at your doorstep.
We got food, beer, the beautiful views,
That's
the
right.
walkability.
Yeah.
This is a good find.
Yes.
Which,
Well,
yeah,
we'll
cheers.
start here.
I'm a light
girl.
Yeah, beer kind of girl.
Salut.
Now taking you back up to Rockland to show you more of the Boats, Homes, and Harbor Show this week with our friends from Yarmouth Boatyard and Moose Landing Marina.
Captain Jack,
Hey, Erin, how are you today?
what's going on here?
This is a Sea Fox, the 32, brand new model for them this year.
This
New
is
model
big.
for us too. It's a great boat. You want to go out and have a lot of fun and catch a lot of fish. This is the boat. Sea Fox's whole persona is family forward, fishing aft. So they build great fishing machines, but they also take into account that not everybody fishes the boats all the time. And so they put a lot of nice amenities in it.
The whole left side is filled with Ranger tugs. They've been a great addition to Moose Landing and Yarmouth Boatyard. People love them. They're a niche boat, they're a great cruising boat, and they are showing very well at this show, and throughout this year, we've had a banner year with Ranger Tug.
This is the smallest boat that in the Pursuit lineup. Currently, they start at 23 feet, go all the way up to 40 feet.
Are you just impressed every year by?
They're constantly innovating, they're constantly updating. Their goal is to refresh the fleet every 3 to 5 years, so that, you know, their oldest model is no more than 5 years old, and they're working to bring that down even further to no more than 3 years old. So. Comfortable, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
Parker, we've had this line since 2013 now. Very good line for us. They start at 18 feet and go all the way up to 34 feet. Good, solid, heavy vessel. Not as much frillies, pretty hose them off and put them away kind of approach to a boat, which is a lot of people like here on the coast of Maine.
Sure,
you know?
know it.
Eastern's been around for a long time. They're built over in New Hampshire. We're one of their top dealers in the country for Eastern. We've had a very spectacular year for Eastern, so sadly that's the only one I have left.
So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Nice selection.
Thank you. We have a good cross of brands. That's one of the things that we enjoy about what we have here at Yarmouth Boatyard is we have a boat type for any boater out there, whether they're on the freshwater, saltwater, they want a trailer, they want to live on the boat. We have a boat that will fill those needs.
Well, thanks, guys. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
As always, thank
Happy
you.
boat show.
Appreciate it.
Great seeing you.
Thank you, guys.
Happy boating.
Right. Until next year.
Yep.
This week our travels also brought us to Waterville, where I toured the Colby College Museum of Art for the first time. You've been.
I've been in. They just expanded their collection, and it's absolutely just stunning.
A central site for not only students, faculty, staff, but the community to come together for intellectual engagement, social activity, and of course, art appreciation. Take a look.
As director and chief curator of the Colby College Museum of Art, I think I might have one of the best jobs in the state of Maine. I get to come to work every day in this incredible museum and work with this extraordinary collection. But even more than that, I think what I love most about my job is the ability to make art accessible to a public.
Starting out my career in the museum field, I'm a young professional. I'm so fortunate to have this role here at such a great institution. There's all sorts of different things that you can be a part of in a museum and a lot of different ways that you can be transformed by art.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Beautiful.
We're so happy to have you at the Colby College Museum of Art. This is an extraordinary exhibition that we're so honored to have here called Marston Hartley's Maine. And we partnered with the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York to bring together so many of these great paintings that were painted here in our home state.
How important is it to highlight and feature and continue to do so our Maine artists?
I think it's incredibly important. Maine has such a legacy and such a tradition of art making through the 19th century, the 20th and 21st century, artists like Hartley. It is such a special state that artists have come to again and again. And so to be able to show these works here in Maine, I think is a special privilege and honor.
I understand another huge component and a very exciting part of the museum is the Alphon Lunder Family Pavilion, which was established in 2013.
That's right, that's right. So we did a renovation of the museum and an addition, which was opened in 2013, and it gave us additional exhibition space, and now we're the largest museum in the state of Maine in terms of our exhibition space, and I'd love to show it to you.
Let's go check it out.
So this is the Alphon Lunder Family Pavilion, which was established in 2013. It gave us an additional 10,000 square feet of exhibition space, and it also gave us a place to permanently show our contemporary and modern collection, and you can see many of the gems in this gallery. I hope that people can come here and have reflective, restorative experiences, but also that this can be a place where they begin to think about things differently.
One of the most important things that I hope that people take away coming here is that art is all around them and is in every part of their lives.
So as we think about our commitment to American art, having this new resource, this new center to bring artists, scholars, curators from around the world to Colby to think about the issues facing art today, the issues facing the world today, is really exciting. And we're kicking off this fall with a lecture by Theaster Gates, the artist, Chicago-based artist. I know, we're so excited, who will be here on September 19th. And he's giving a public lecture, so everyone is invited. And it will really be, I think, a great moment to inaugurate this great institute and to bring such a world-renowned artist to our state and to Colby.
Before we hear more Maine music, Kevin and I today got to swing by one of our favorite spots, the Press Hotel, for their summer social.
And we got to try these delicious summer spritzers, which are a mix of bitters, sweet, refreshing, perfect thing for a summer's day.
Great deals from 4 to 6. Summer is not over. Cheers.
Welcome, Kevin and Erin, to Union Restaurant. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jacqueline. I'm the bar manager here at Union.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks so much. This is great.
You've been here about 4 months?
Been here about 4 months, yes.
How's it going?
It's going really well so far. We've had a very exciting summer.
So you may or may have not seen us. We are frequent here for our meetings and totally enjoy your cocktail menu. You see a lot of tourists in the summer, but talk a little bit about your locals now that the season is kind of slowing down, particularly in the summer.
Yes.
I know that people come in their leaf peepers in the fall too, but you know, your locals are very important, I'm sure.
Our locals are very important to us. And even in the summer, we still get a pretty good following of locals, where on dinner service, it's probably about 50-50 locals to tourists.
Great.
So that's really great. And we obviously love having the support of all of the locals.
Well, so summer is not over.
Summer is not over.
Let's talk about the summer social that you've got going on.
Summer actually still goes until about September 22nd, when the official first day of fall happens. So we've got this summer social that we're doing until then. And it's a couple bites to eat, a couple drink specials, and then a couple shared drink specials as well.
And then the spritzers, the summer spritzers.
Summer spritzers. Comes in a pitcher about this size, and it's enough for 2 people to share, giving you about a drink and a half for 2 people. If it's for 4 people, it's enough for a taste for the entire group. One of the great things about spritzers is they have a lower alcohol volume. So it's really nice to kind of get yourself going for the evening, to sit down and relax with some friends and just kind of unwind a little bit.
Well, thank you, Jacqueline. We're going to meet your colleague now, Meredith.
Yes, I believe that she will be joining us in just a moment.
All right, let's do it. Plenty for 2, enough for 4.
Done.
Here are your Aperol spritzers.
Thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome.
And Meredith Brown, bartender here at Union.
Yep.
How long have you been here?
Been here for a few months now, still fairly new.
How's it going?
It's good, I love it here. Yeah, it's a great place to work. We have a ton of freedom as far as the drinks go. We can pretty much kind of experiment and do what we like with them, and we change our menu pretty frequently, so that's good. We don't get bored doing the same drinks over and over again. So.
And why do you like the spritzers?
The spritzers are very refreshing. They're nice and they're a little sweet, but they're still bitter, so they've got some other flavor profiles in there. They're just delicious.
You will see us here
more and more often.
Yeah, right?
Well, cheers to the last of summer, the last sips of summer.
I know.
Thank you, Meredith.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
On this week's Maine Today Minute, here are some activities to help us ease into fall. Apple picking season, hooray, is here, and Maine Today is your go-to resource for where to find your favorite kinds. In addition to apple picking tips and a guide to local orchards, you'll find an interactive map showing you where you can get less common varieties and when they will be available. The agricultural fairs are also underway. This week, the Oxford County Fair will have livestock shows, animal pulls, a midway, and musical events from Wednesday through Saturday. The Farmington Fair starts next Sunday. And now that Maine's college campuses are back up and running, you can take full advantage of all that they have to offer. Relive your college days by catching an a cappella concert at Colby, head to a homecoming football game at Hussey, or simply strolling the grounds of the College of the Atlantic in Bar Harbor. And to keep tabs on upcoming events and more things to do, head to MaineToday.com.
Before we leave you today, we have one final song from Maine musician Dominic Lavoie.
Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Come in, tiger of the dark forest. Four men riding on a blue horse. Small child pulling on a new cord. for air support. My God, coming tiger of the dark.